Good evening and welcome to the Nevis newscast. Today is Wednesday, July 13th, 2016. I'm Fredericia Liebert. The Honorable Mark Brantley, today Wednesday, July 13th, received a courtesy call from the Ambassador of Poland to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Minister Brantley met with the Ambassador in his capacity of Minister of Foreign Affairs in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Ambassador, I want to welcome you to Nevis, to St. Kitts and Nevis, but more specifically to Nevis. And we're very happy, Ambassador, to welcome you. We've had good relations with Poland. Of course, since you're joining the European Union, we've enjoyed good relations with the Caribbean. And so we want to welcome you to this very small island, very small part of the Caribbean, and look forward to working with you.
The Polish ambassador said he is glad for the opportunity to be on the island for the first time.
Today, when I waked up, I had an impression that I am in the paradise. So I really admire your beautiful country, and especially Nevis. I am coming here to make our relation closer. One of the purposes is to talk about the appointment of the Honorary Consul of Poland in your country. And second is also presentation of the candidature of Poland as a non-permanent member of Security Council. One of our aim during our term, if we are elected, will be the support for cross-regional representation in Security Council, because as we know, small countries, they do not have many opportunities to be elected, and it is a good idea to group representation of small countries in the Security Council. Good. So I would like to talk with your minister in details about our proposals.
Foreign Affairs Minister Brantley thanked the ambassador for visiting the island and said he looks forward to having fruitful discussions. The Culturama 2016 participants were the guests of honor last evening when the Honorable Vance Emery hosted the annual Premier's Cocktail for the contestants. The event came just 9 days ahead of the grand opening of Culturama 42.
We are very pleased as a government to host this cocktail on your behalf. And I hope that all of you have come, that you've had a good time. For me, I really want the Culturama celebrations this year to be the best ever. And I want also to encourage all of you contestants to do your very best. And please, you've heard from all of the organizers that we want the shows to start on time. And I really want to support that call, because we get there on time, you have a good show, then there's time to enjoy yourselves afterwards. But from the Nevis Island administration, we're happy to support Culturama as usual, and we wish everyone who has been here tonight a wonderful celebration over the next couple of weeks.
Chair Deborah Tyrrell spoke on behalf of the Culturama committee.
I've been speaking with a couple of parents for the talented youth, and they are very excited, as their children are excited. And it's very good to see that level of excitement from the parents and from the children. And of course, I saw them Sunday evening at Fame, and they were just raring to go. The contestants, the senior contestants in the other senior pageants, I also wish all of you the best in your contests. Each one of you, as you go out in your various shows and your various performances. This type of event, these types of competitions can only benefit you, the individual, you, the parents, who, as you support your son or daughter through this experience, it's all wonderful, and it's all learning, and it's all personal.
Executive Director of the Culturama Secretariat, Abonati Liebert, gave the vote of thanks.
From the Culturama Secretariat, Culturama Committee, we want to say a big thank you to the Honorable Premier and also his lovely wife, Mrs. Amri. To the staff at the Premier's Ministry, Mrs. Scarborough and Mr. Daniel and the others at the Protocol Office, we also want to say a big thank you to you for putting this function together. And last, for the contestants who would have come forward this year to be a part of Culturama 42, I want to say on behalf of the Culturama committee, a big thank you to you for braving all of the negative comments that you would hear, and coming forward and putting your best foot forward to entertain us during Culturama 42.
This year's festival will run from July 21st to August 2nd under the theme Celebrating the Old, Showcasing the New, Culturama 42. With the official start of Culturama just days away, the festival secretariat is putting the final touches on the official venues for Culturama, the Nevis Cultural Complex and the Cultural Village. Executive Director of the Culturama Secretariat, Abonati Liebert, gave this update on the work being done at the Nevis Cultural Complex.
We engaged the services of Mr. Gregory Elliott to power wash the seating areas here. You know that the material here, the wooden seats here, were placed here at this venue in 1999, and so they would have gone through a lot of weathering over the years, the sun and the rain, and so we wanted to give the wooden seats a facelift, and so we have done some power washing. They're looking nice and clean and fresh, as if they are new brand, and so we are hoping that we would be able to put on some paint over the next couple of days and give the seating a new look.
Liebert says that there are also changes with regards to the VIP booth.
We have also started construction of our VIP area. This year we will have 2 VIP sections. One would be for our sponsors and the other would be for paid patrons. We introduced the VIP, I think, 2 years ago. This is going to be the 3rd year. And persons have liked the idea, they have gravitated to the idea and have been making demands of us to provide a VIP area. Now, the one provided last year was small, and we could not accommodate paying patrons and our sponsors. And so this year we have decided to utilize the area next to the sound booth to put our sponsors, put a VIP that would accommodate our sponsors. And the VIP last year, which was located in the position next to the NTV booth, that area would be utilized for our paying patrons.
Work, he said, is also being done at the Nevis Cultural Village.
At the Cultural Village, we have cleaned all the bathrooms. We have done so at the cultural complex as well. We have prepared, we have power washed the stage, all of the walls between the booths, because the area was exposed to sun and rain over the past year, and so a lot of fungus would have grown on the walls. And so we have taken away all of the fungus from the wall using the power wash services of Mr. Elliott. And we have generally spruced up the cultural village and the cultural complex so that patrons to both venues could have a pleasant experience.
The official opening of the Culturama Village will take place this Friday, July 15th. Still to come,
and I rest assured that they would do justice for Nevis.
The details after this break.
St. Kitts Nevis, get ready for Restaurant Week.
It's that time of the year again for St. Kitts Nevis Restaurant Week. Save the date, July 13th through the 24th, 2016, for the 2nd annual St. Kitts Nevis Restaurant Week. Restaurants across St. Kitts and Nevis will offer special menus at discount prices every day, July 13th through the 24th. Visit the Restaurant Week website, www.restaurantweek.kn. Check out which restaurants are participating and make reservations to dine out as much as you can, July 13th through the 24th.
Restaurant Week, got the time for sure.
Celebrating the old, showcasing the new, Culturama 42. Welcome back. Junior Minister of Communications and Works, the Honorable Troy Liburd, yesterday, Tuesday, July 12th, expressed gratitude to the NIA for placing its confidence in the Ministry of Works to execute a project of the magnitude of the Hanleys Road Rehabilitation Project. Minister Liburd noted that, supervised by the Public Works Department, all of the work on the project is being done by local contractors.
More than 15 contractors employing well over 80 tradesmen and laborers have gotten employment at some point or the other on the Hanleys Road project. More than 20 truckers have been employed, and another 12 service providers have been employed through the duration of this project.
The project has been beneficial in several other ways, Minister Liburd noted.
Excavated from material from the project have been utilized on many of the public ball fields around the island. Ball fields such as the Hard Time playing field, the Bath playing field, the Gingerland Recreation Ground, or Ball Pasture as it is locally known. Also boulders that were excavated from the roadway have been used to create reinforcing walls all around the islands. It has been done at the Hard Time playing field in Rollins and along a stretch of road in Rollins that is being widened and should be paved shortly. A lot of the waste material, Mr. President, has been trucked to the Indian Castle racetrack, where we are trying to assist the Turf and Jockey Club in improving conditions at the racetrack as they seek to revive horse racing on the island. Normally this material would have just been thrown away, so we have taken even the waste and we are utilizing that. I must also add, Mr. President, that we were able to level the ball field at Middleworks so that the good people of Hanleys Road, they now have a proper ball field. When we would be complete, they would have a proper ball field that they can go out and play sports on. A bus stop was also installed at Middleworks.
He also used the opportunity to commend the residents of Hanleys Road and the surrounding areas for their patience.
They have been very, very accommodating. In some areas of Hanleys Road, we have had to take land to accommodate the widening of the road, and it makes me feel good to say that not one person has asked for compensation for the lands being taken. As I speak to you, Mr. President, the Public Works Department are doing their final grading on a stretch of road from the community center at Middleworks going down to Holmes's Hill, and that stretch of road is slated to be paved later this week. That will be followed by the installation of the final layer from the start of the road at the top of Hanleys Road, going all the way down.
Meantime, the Public Works Department reminds that the portion of Hanleys Road from the Charles L. Walters Community Center towards the Indian Castle racetrack will be closed from 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, July 14th, to facilitate asphalt paving. All road users are asked to exercise extreme caution when approaching the area and to pay special attention and adhere to traffic diversion signs. 4 members of the Nevis' Youth Parliament will participate in this year's Regional Youth Parliament, which will be held in the Bahamas later this month. President, the Honorable Farrell Smithen, made the announcement during yesterday's sitting of the Nevis Island Assembly.
The local branch of the CPA, Communal Parliamentary Association, has secured the 4 positions for Nevis, and the 4 students who will be attending that session in Bahamas are Roy J. Williams of the Junior High School and Delcia Burke of the Junior Secondary School, and we have Shania Liburd and Kejel Smithen from the Charleston Secondary School, who would be attending and representing Nevis.
President Smithen also expressed appreciation to all those who made the students' participation possible.
I therefore take the opportunity to thank the sponsors who have contributed towards the procurement of tickets for those 4 students, and I rest assured that they would do justice for Nevis.
The 12th Regional Youth Parliament will take place on July 29th as part of the 41st Regional Conference for the Caribbean, Americas and Atlantic region of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Felicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.